All right. What's up, Hedgers? Welcome back to the next episode of The Hedge with Double D.
The Hedge with Double D.
All right. As y'all can see, we got the whole squad with us today. Gonna get up to some shenanigans and hopefully pick some winners. Um, Big game tonight, gentlemen. Thank y'all for joining me again. Colin, Tony, Dylan, everybody. Um, I think on the last game, I don't think we had Tony with us for the last game. I'm sure he hit his unofficial bet, but Colin and Dylan both hit their bets. Colin was the big winner with the plus 201. So Colin, I'll go to you first. You had the rebounds with Aaron Gordon, and you had the Nuggets -3.
Yeah,
You think you're gonna be riding with the Nuggets again? You think anything's gonna change tonight?
it's funny. I feel like I'm watching like a horror movie where it's like they shouldn't go in there, and you're screaming at the TV, "Don't go in there!" and they go in there. This is what I feel like with this game because your brain thinks, "Hey, the Nuggets should win this," but this is also a must-win game for Miami, and so you got to think they're going to throw every single trick in the book. So it's I think this is going to be a difficult one, personally. So, Dylan, how are you kind of feeling?
I mean, we struggled to define where the Heat are. I think in this playoffs a lot. With the Celtics series, I think we were kind of back and forth. Again, earlier on, we didn't. I don't think a lot of us saw them going where they've gotten. Getting where they got. So, and I didn't see them going to win in that game in Denver. So, I'm ready to be surprised. I don't know about where I'm at on it as far as, I'm leaning Heat, but I'm going to stay away from the spread again. It doesn't feel comfortable at 3 points, even, plus or minus. But yeah, man, it's hard to go against the Heat right now. It's hard to go against them a little bit, but you obviously went with the Nuggets and had some success there. And so I don't know. What do you think, Tony? What do you think about the game tonight?
I think Colin summed it up perfectly. It's like all signs are pointing to Denver going in there taking care of business. But since all the signs are pointing towards that, I want to go the other way. I think Miami's I think they can get it done tonight. I don't know how much left they have in the tank going up against someone that they're honestly not as good as, but I think they can get it done tonight. So one of my official picks might just be something around those lines.
All right, good.
And one thing is that it looks like right now, the public 66% of the money is on the Nuggets. So we always talk about like potentially fading the public. That's honestly closer than what a lot of them have been. So take that with a grain of salt.
One other thing we talked about was basically the Heat are only going to have a chance if they shoot 40 to 50% from three. Wednesday night they shot pretty poorly. I think they was in like the low 30s, but the Nuggets shot in the 20s from 3% from 3-point range. So it's one of those you'd think like, oh well, you'd think the Heat are going to shoot better this time, but also you'd think the Nuggets are also going to shoot better because that's an abysmal shooting percentage. So it's hard to say who's going to bounce back more from 3-point land. My first thought was that the Heat would, but again, like we've been saying, like Dylan was saying, I'm going to stay away from the spread in that. I think maybe if it bounced up to like 5 or 6.5, I might take the spread, but 3.5, like Dylan said, a little too close for me. But another thing, if y'all have noticed, Michael Porter Jr. is getting less and less minutes. Whether it's Christian Brown or Bruce Brown, I think also. They're both taking minutes from him. I don't know if it's because he just seems to not be playing very well on defense. He only shot like 3 times last game. So y'all think that continues? Colin, I'll go back to you. Do you think that continues with Michael Porter losing minutes and those other guys taking his minutes?
Yeah, I think Mike Malone is one of the I would say better coaches in the NBA of like if somebody's not showing good effort or especially like Michael Porter Jr. likes to do, he takes just kind of errant threes. He is willing to just sit that person down and say, "Hey, you can chill out." So I think it's honestly solely we're going to see a lot of that within the first quarter of is Michael Porter Jr. playing with effort and is he actually locked in on defense or if he's not. And so I think that could be an interesting thing just based on the first quarter of you live betting the rest of the game, his unders or overs, kind of dependent on what his minutes look like. That would be a game time decision for the public.
His over under is only at 10 and a half points, which is way lower than normal. I think the average when the series started, it was like 15 and a half, 16 and a half, something like that. So I mean, like Tony, if I had to put you on the spot, would you, if we were playing over the hedge, under the hedge, and I put Michael Porter at 10 and a half, where would you go?
Come on, let's play. Let's go. Let's
play. Let's all play. All right, Tony's first.
I think if it ain't broke, to fix it, especially in the NBA Finals. I think he is going to still have less minutes tonight like he has been, so I'm going to go under.
All right.
Under the hedge.
All right. Dylan, what are you thinking? Would you go under or over the hedge?
Yeah, I mean, the totals are weird tonight. They've got, Jamal Murray and Joker way up there, which we expect them to be, up there. But, I mean, Joker's totals at 30 and a half and Jamal Murray at 25 and a half. While Porter and Aaron Gordon, who are kind of the 3 and 4 scorers on a team, just through the season, are down at 10 and 10 and a half and 11. That being said, I'm thinking that Vegas is playing with our hearts and our emotions, dropping that total so much, and I'm gonna have to say over. I mean, Michael Porter's been such a huge part of this team throughout the season. I could be wrong, but he's going to step it up at some point. I think he can get 11 points. So I'm going to go over the hedge.
All right.
Over the hedge.
All right. Dylan's going over. He could easily hit 3 threes in the first quarter. It's one of those things that he could play all game. He could play terrible and not make a shot in the first half. But I think I'm going to go with kind of what's been happening the first couple games. Like Colin said, I think Malone's going to give his minutes away. Christian Brown played really well. So I'm get my sounder. I'm going under the hedge for that.
Under the hedge.
Colin, last but not least, what are you thinking? Over, under? Right.
I think I'm evening it up with Dylan and going over. I think he could just sparsed out. I mean, you're asking him essentially to score 3 points a quarter. And so I think he could do that. And it's all minutes based. If he's playing 10 minutes, it's going to be under. If he's playing 18 to 22, it's an over.
Yep.
Over the hedge.
All right. Colin's going over. We got 2.
Oh, man. Clean split.
What's funny is we haven't even.
It's the long hair guys versus the short hair guys. You notice that?
Hell yeah.
There's something about the length of your hair that makes you, I guess shorter hair over the head. Yeah. I just had to notice that.
That's right. Well, yeah, it will have to, if y'all lose, you have to grow your hair out. If we lose, we have to cut a couple inches off.
Oh, wait, hold up. Did you hear that, Colin? Did you hear that? They said that there's that Tony, are you in on that?
I'm in. Let's do it. I want to see Colin with long hair. Let's go.
All right. I've seen Dylan with long hair. I haven't seen Colin though.
When I was 19, 20, pretty much after I graduated high school, I didn't cut my hair for 2 years. It was down to here, and it wasn't great because I didn't know how to cut it right. So it's basically this hair just all down. I was like, well, that looks like the saddest kid on the planet.
Little did they know.
I did the same thing, Colin. I can relate to that because I remember just growing it, and it was just and then at one point, I tried to cut it myself, and that's another story, but that didn't work out either.
That's what. Yeah, I get Kelsey to cut mine here and there, and does the job. Saved a lot of money.
He does great.
Thank you.
Yeah, eventually, if you hit a 4-legger, you're just gonna have to Pantene Pro V that thing.
Right. Oh, trying to get ourselves a sponsor.
Just run through on Garnier Fruity.
Whoever wants it. It's funny. So we haven't even mentioned that the Nuggets, for like the first time ever, I think they had 2 triple doubles. Not even like in the playoffs or whatever. It's like ever that they have 2 players with triple doubles. I think Jokic had the first like 30, 20, 10 triple double. So a lot of history being made last or Wednesday night. But
When if
it all goes away if they lose. So
Well, and to that point, Dawson, the in the playoffs, there have been 5 times that 30, 20, 10 had happened, and Jokic has 3 of them. The other people are, I believe it was Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell. So you're obviously in a pretty elite territory.
yeah, some other big guys. Yeah. Interesting. Well, if only he had gotten it Wednesday night, you'd be looking good on that plus 950 triple double bet.
Oh, as soon as I placed it, I was like, he's not gonna get a triple
He'll
double.
get it every
I have the kiss of death. Of like, hey, this is locked in. This is guaranteed. I mean, it was last game, first quarter spread, half a point. I just needed the Nuggets to be up by 1. What happens? They tie. I'm like, well, of course.
Well, oh man. Well, if it makes you feel better, I had a crazy, stupid like 5 leg, 6 leg, and only like 2 of them hit. So you still lose just
Makes me feel better as a degenerate because I'm putting those out there all the time, and just let me know I'm not alone in my
exactly
sorrows.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on to the official bets. Anyone want to go first? Who feels confident?
I do.
I feel very unconfident. Okay, go, Tony.
Let's go, Big Bear.
Tony.
All
right. So
just a second, Tony. We got this is Big Bear Montana with his picks. Yeah,
I like that.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so I've got 3 sweet treats for you guys today.
I get my.
So I had a bonus bet from a no sweat parlay that did not hit.
All right, I love it.
I'm feeling crazy. I'm going to put that money on the Heat money line. Plus 130 for them to come out with a dub tonight. So it's a bonus bet. No money out of my pocket, kind of. So I'm going to take that as my bonus bet. That is on DraftKings, by the way. Okay. DraftKings also had a superstar super boost. Jokic, Murray, and Butler all to have 20 points each. That's plus 100. I figured, why not? I'll throw a few bucks on that. So hoping to double my money on that. And then my official pick using the new no sweat parlay. I love those points, rebound, assist, stack combos. So I'm going to roll with it. Why not? Give me Joker 45 plus, Butler 30 plus. He's kind of been messing with me on that 35 and 40, so I'm toning it down a little bit. Murray 30 plus, and here's the kicker: Caleb Martin 18 plus. I think he's going to have a pretty decent game, and I hope he's going to hit some threes, so make that 18 a little bit more achievable, and we'll go from there. That's going to be plus 300 with those 4 picks.
All right, repeat that all for me.
Yeah. So Joker 45 plus points, rebounds, assists. Butler 30 plus points, rebounds, assists. Jamal Murray 30 plus points, rebounds, assists. And Caleb Martin 18 points, rebounds, assists. And those will be plus 300.
Woo. All right, I like it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good. I'm gonna go ahead and let me go next because I'm riding with Martin too. Special. Okay.
Long hair guys just stick together, man. I swear.
I don't care, baby.
Wait, Tony, I haven't made my picks yet, bro. You don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, now he's got to change it because he grow his hair out.
Right. Whatever it takes to win, man.
Exactly. Okay. I've got mine no sweat bet parlay. I'm seeing that on FanDuel, so I'm doing mine on FanDuel today. Which means you have to be plus 400 for it to count. So I am doing. Here we go. Okay. I think Caleb Martin is going to try to kind of bounce back. The last two games, he's kind of played a little better, especially last game. He started hitting shots. He got a lot more minutes. He got more minutes than Max Strus, who again played really bad. So I'm kind of hoping Caleb Martin takes some of Strus's minutes, some of his 3-pointers, so Strus doesn't go like 1 for 8 again, and maybe Caleb Martin can go, 3 for 8 this time or something. Maybe 5 for 8. We'll see.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna take Caleb Martin 2+ threes. I think Gabe Vincent also has a bounce back. He had a couple early fouls, so hopefully that doesn't happen and he stays in the game more. So I've got him making over 2.5 threes, and then I'm gonna take Jimmy Butler alternate points under 30.5 points. So he can still have a good game, but not a crazy game, basically. And that'll give you plus 505. So juicy. All right. Dylan, I know you were confident about your pick, so I want to hear what you got.
Well, I said I wasn't confident, but it sounds like you guys are doing the same thing I'm doing. So I guess I'm more confident now.
All right.
Yeah,
Or less
I'm on the
confident.
Heat tonight. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like I was really kind of uncertain, and then you guys said it. Now I'm just yeah. Anyway, no. So yeah, I mean, I think the spread's a little weird tonight. The Heat have won on the road. They're coming home, lose at home, kind of in a blowout fashion. I mean, the Nuggets really took care of them, and I just don't see that happening again. I think the Heat are going to have a better game. I think it's a closer game. They want to put on for the fans. So, my official picks, I'm going to stay away from the spread and the over. I'm going to focus on a couple of combos tonight. Follow my buddy Tony's lead here. And the first combo I'm going to be going with is Gabe Vincent. Just what Dawson said. I think he's going to have more minutes. He did have a little foul trouble. So I got his combo points and assists over 16.5. So I'm just going to play that as a one-off pick. He's looked good in this series, and he's been over that total past couple games. So Gabe Vincent over 16.5 points and assists. And then I'm also going to go with Caleb Martin. I guess we're all talking about Caleb Martin tonight.
All right.
So it'll be fun tonight, Dawson. We'll be watching together. So Caleb Martin, I'm going to take his points and rebounds over 14.5. So just a couple little plays there. And, bonus pick. I'm also on the Heat money line tonight. I think they get it done plus 134. But that's not going to be official. But I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there. I like them to win this game. And I think the series goes to 7, maybe. So, it's been a little different than we expected. But so, yeah, anyway, official picks one more time. We got Gabe Vincent over 16.5 points and assists, and then Caleb Martin over 14.5 points and rebounds.
Are those both minus 110?
Yeah, actually plus 102 on over 14.5 for Caleb Martin, and then minus 106 on Gabe Vincent over 16.5.
Okay. Nice. All right, man. All right. We've got good numbers on there. Looking very good. So basically we just want Caleb Martin and Gabe Vincent to go crazy tonight, and we'll all win.
There you go.
Woo, all right. And then of course we need Jokic and Murray to get exactly 45 and 30 and not do any better for Tony.
I'm fine with that.
Unless Colin's contrary. Colin, are you gonna tell us differently about Caleb Martin and Gabe Vincent? I mean, I'm a little nervous now.
No, honestly, I'm not going on the Vincent or Strus or Martin. But I am going to do so. Looking back, the Nuggets have won every single second quarter, and so I'm going to take as a standalone bet. Second quarter spread, Nuggets minus 0.5 point. I know it bit me on Wednesday night, but I'm doubling down on it. And I think that there's something in there, their rotations where they're able to kind of like get it going in the second quarter. So that's one bet. Nuggets 0.5 point, second quarter spread. That's minus 114. And then to Dylan's point, talking about that the spread is tricky overall. I had been kind of tinkering with parlays, but I decided to opt out of the spread business. But I do think that I've got a 4-legger, so I've got Aaron Gordon over 6.5 rebounds. He got 10 or 11 last game. I think he's good for 8 tonight. So Aaron Gordon over 6.5 rebounds. Aaron Gordon to score.
Hey, Tony.
Uh-oh. That was me. Sorry. You're good.
Hey, Alex. Nothing like when you hear Scarface, out of the corner of your head.
You sure you want to do that? Yeah. All right. Sorry. So you got Gordon over 6.5.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Gordon over 6.5 rebounds. Gordon to score 10 plus points. Kevin Love over 4.5 rebounds. They're as size deficient as Miami is. They're going to have to play Love more, and so you just got to hope on some of those threes that Love is there, just grabbing some rebounds. So over 4.5, and then also Jamal Murray to score 20 plus points. So all of that together gets you plus 498.
Oh, all right, Murray 20 plus points.
Yeah, Murray plus 20 points, Aaron Gordon plus 10 points, Gordon over 6.5 rebounds, and then Love over 4.5 rebounds. That's a lot of stuff. And oh my goodness, looks like FanDuel does not believe in me because it just jumped up to plus 536.
Oh,
Ooh, even better.
Juicy.
What's happening?
We're getting almost in a generous
They're like, oh,
special
Colin's taking this,
territory.
they're bumping it up.
Hey, let's go.
Even FanDuel's fading you. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm like,
you know what?
We'll give you this. We'll give you more. You take it.
Look, we've got a couple. We just built some, dock slips on Collin Island. Condos are coming in. If anybody wants to,
I'm coming over.
Come on down.
I'm gonna come stay with you at Collin Island. I feel like I'm on call, my own version of Collin Island. Dylan and Collin
I'm about
Island.
to say,
We join up.
technically Dylan is in a lower. Technically, Dylan has lost more than Colin.
Oh, good. So I'm not even allowed to be on Collin Island. I haven't got that upgrade yet. They're just gonna put me on another little one.
Hey,
Dylan Island.
it's Dylan Mountaintop. It's tough at the top, man.
Yeah,
The gens, man. We all stick together in our losses. So
if I keep losing, I'm gonna be right there with y'all. So I can't talk too much.
Oh man.
All right, but we got our no sweat bet tonight, so it's okay. It's no sweat. All right, y'all. Well, those are the official picks. Thank y'all for staying with us. Listen to what we said, see if you agree with us, see if y'all are gonna ride with Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent, and the Heat in general. Otherwise, good luck. Don't forget to hedge. Let's make some money.
Money.
All right. See y'all later. Thanks for joining.
peace, guys.